Hello guys, welcome to another Corbett Gaming achievement walkthrough. This is the No One Left Behind achievement done solo in Master Chief Collection. This is in Spartan Ops under the multiplayer menu. For this one you're going to want to load up Chapter 3 of Episode 2. At the beginning run down that hill and grab your rocket launcher and your BR, and then run in here. Pick up some more ammo for the rockets after you kill those first few enemies. If you're lucky, you'll get the elites to spawn right there in front of the door. Sometimes they spawn up on top. The spawn is a little bit random. Most times I run out the back door of this building and watch to see where they spawn, because I can usually pick off a couple pretty quickly from the back. But at any rate, you're going to use your rockets to take out those first couple of elites and the ghost. And then if you have any rockets left, along with your grenades, try to make quick work of these two hunters out here. Once that's done, that first part of the mission right there is probably the only truly hard part, and then maybe the portion up on top of the tower later on where elites keep coming up the ramp, but I'll show you a good method for that. The rest of it's just making your way around the map as quickly as you can. What I like to do is I like to start with that first tower to the right there, as you saw me do. Take out the enemies there, then take out the ghost and the two hunters, and then just follow a counterclockwise path around the map, clearing all the enemies at each tower going counterclockwise. So I do the first tower on the right, and then come counterclockwise over to this next tower, clear these enemies, and then head over to the third tower across from where I am right now. Once you clear the enemies on that third tower, you will have a phantom dropship come in with a wraith that drops off of it. Once you learn where that wraith drops, though, you can simply position yourself right behind where it drops and immediately board it and plant a grenade in it to kill it. I am doing this single segment, so as you can see, I did die there due to a little bit of carelessness in engaging that elite. Had I not died there, I might have been able to keep two or three of my Marines alive to the end of the mission. But because of that death and the fact that there were still enemies around fighting those Marines there, I'm down to just a handful of Marines now. And throughout the rest of the mission, they get picked off one at a time until I'm left with only a single lone Marine left alive at the end of the mission. Fortunately, though, that's all you need. Just need to keep one guy alive. So if you do make a couple of mistakes and you get down to one Marine, he tends to follow you around the map, so just try to lure him over into the safer areas and engage the enemies at a distance so that he doesn't go in there Rambo style and get himself killed. As you can see here, I've cleared out the enemies and the dropships coming in, so like I said, I just line up behind the wraith drop and immediately board it, plant a grenade, and jump off. That takes care of that wraith there. You could always, I suppose, try to just plasma pistol it and, EMP charge with the plasma pistol and take out the driver and use the wraith to fight the rest of the mission, but it's pretty close quarters in this mission. There's a lot of obstacles in your way and such, and so I don't really think it's a great idea to try to use the wraith to fight necessarily. I just prefer to go around to the various ammo chests and load up on DMR or BR/rocket ammo, and then in between using those weapons quite frequently on this mission, just picking up a plasma pistol and noob comboing the enemies as much as possible. Now, I engaged those elites rather poorly there. Had I had my wits about me, I would have already had a plasma pistol and had been doing EMP charge shots to pick them off at a distance. But I had an epic fail and momentary lapse of reasoning there. And due to that, the rest of my allies have died except for one last Marine. As you can see on my radar, I've got one yellow dot kind of following me around. So due to this, I take more of a safe approach. I don't quite go so Rambo for the rest of the mission. So I am going to take my time with these elites here. Fortunately, when I'm down to my last Marine here, it's towards the latter part of the mission where I only have a few enemies left, and then I go up on top of the tower and fend off a few dropped off elites from inside the tower. So I wasn't in a really bad spot to continue on. Had I been in a worse position, I probably would have just restarted the mission. But as it was, this wasn't too bad. I only had a handful of elites alive, and I was able to just keep hiding back behind the tower there so that my ally Marine didn't run out and get himself killed, and just pick off these remaining few elites. So once you've taken care of all these enemies, on the outer areas here. You're going to get the cue to go up into the tower and get to the rally point. Now, as you can see, the red arrow on my radar or on my heads-up display, I do still have one enemy remaining, and this is the one that's always on this turret right up the first ramp. So make sure your Marine doesn't beat you over here. When you get that cue, go ahead and rush over here as fast as you can and take him out before your remaining Marine, if you are down to one like I was, before he gets in there and gets himself killed. From there, you're just going to want to go ahead and run up into the tower and stock up on rocket launcher ammo. As you can see, I picked up the sniper rifle from that elite there after I killed him. That's my preference. Some people prefer to use the Spartan lasers. The weapons in these crates do respawn after use, so it's not a big deal what you choose to use. But rocket launcher is probably going to be the de facto standard for clearing out these elites as they come up the ramp. As long as you do it quick enough and get up in the tower and get your weapons, you'll be able to post up by this ramp. The Marine there should be okay just standing there. He's kind of under the ledge, so the dropship shouldn't mess with him too much. And that allows you to just defend the ramp here, kill the elites as they come up it, whether at the bottom or kind of go around the corner and let them come up the ramp and then blast them. Either way, you're going to have to take out, I think it's 4 or 5 elites that come up this ramp from the dropship. This is on heroic difficulty. I guess I should have mentioned that earlier on. But obviously, as with most of my videos, I take the tactic for the average player. I'm not trying to show some super MLG abilities here, trying to solo it on legendary or anything. I'm just trying to show you the general method that I use. And as you've seen in the video, I did die a couple times, so it's not like you have to be perfect to get this achievement. You can make a few mistakes and still get it successfully by yourself. And of course, doing it co-op with 2 or 3 or even 4 players will just make it that much easier for you to defend that. I think I've actually cleared this mission 4-player co-op without a single Marine death, or maybe just one. So it's really not too bad. Easy enough to do solo, easier still if you do it in co-op. But a simple, straightforward achievement. Once you kill off all those elites that are coming up the ramp there at the bottom of the tower, you're just going to want to head up to the top and start picking up Spartan lasers from the weapons crates, and use the laser to take out the 2 dropships, which will end the mission and unlock your achievement. It takes roughly, I think, 5 shots to kill a dropship with the Spartan laser. I think a couple of my shots didn't actually register damage. I'm not quite sure if that was due to distance or if an obstacle got in my way at the last second. I'm not quite sure. But it doesn't really matter. As you can see, the lasers are respawning in these weapon crates anyway. So just use them until they're out and go pick up another one and take out these dropships. And you should easy enough get the achievement, because at this point, if you still have your Marine alive, he tends to hide under the ramps and whatnot, so you don't have to worry too much about the dropships engaging and killing him. And at that point, you'll get a message. If you're down to just a single last Marine like me, it'll say something about only 1 Marine surviving, but it doesn't really matter. You'll get your achievement. And as always, if you enjoy my videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. I enjoy feedback to try to improve my videos. Have a wonderful day.